Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. July 14th, Tuesday. We're going to review 0-day options today on SPY and this small account challenge. Here's a 30-minute chart. This is Eric. He's SPY day trading on YouTube. His Discord is linked in the description. We had CPI this morning and PPI tomorrow. So a bit of waiting on that. I think it was somewhat bullish. We had a little move up pre-market when we hit it. Gapped up and filled the gap. And then it kind of hung out around 5-day. Found a support, but broke the gold, or this this kind of gold. Didn't really go anywhere today. Couple of volatile candles in here though, kind of interesting. Sometimes that happens when the volume's low. It's like the market's easier to move and some fat fingering going on or something. I wasn't there right at open, I don't think today. No, like 9:45, not bad. 10:24, I was trying to buy a put. Didn't get into it until 10:26. Let's see, why did I do this? So I didn't have that green yet. I had this, not have that one either. The precisions, I'm not super quick on trying to get them in the morning. I maybe should be, but I believe I had this gray from right here, the resistance. And then I didn't have this gold yet. I had purple. Okay, yeah, so we completed the inverse cup. And I thought I was looking for, well, I had purple for my resistance. That's what it is. Yep. So I got into an engulfing candle here. I wanted to get it here, but I'm like, I'll just wait for it to at least break this precision. It did engulf. I got it in fill on, let's see what I say. Oh no, I didn't get a fill on this one. I canceled that one. Oh, that's right. This was a great fill. So I saw the price of the options when it was up here, and once that candle closed, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna put a limit order for that, and just if it fills me, I'll take it. Otherwise, no worries. It's a wedge trade, so only one contract too. And then this candle, super volatile. Bing, it filled me. I got a pretty nice fill on it. It just started grinding here. This is a wedge trade. I thought this was the top of the, well, this was the top of the wedge, but this was just to get exposure to the downside since we had, actually the gap is maybe already filled, but yeah. It didn't work out, so I closed it. Let's see, set 86 cents to 78 cents, closed it on this candle, quite large. So then we have this inverse head and shoulder playing out, grabbing this liquidity, breaking my purple. So what do? I flip it 93 cents. I bought in on this candle as well. I just jumped in. Actually, I got a limit order, but yeah, it was, of course, a pretty big green candle. I was trying to get more. Yeah, I was trying to get more. Then once this candle grew so much, I canceled the order, which you'll see in my trade history at the end of the video. I think at that point I did have this green. I was looking for high day, cup close. And I was noticing it's like a trick I forgot. But I was noticing on this buying and this selling, well, more this buying, I was like, each candle makes a new high. It's like so simple and so basic, but I've like forgotten to look for that. It doesn't always happen, but on more steeper buying or selling, you'll notice it. And I remember it from Ross Cameron's, one of his videos. That was his signal for entering a position. I was thinking about that, and it comes up here, and then this candle, I'm like, it almost hits high. This is typically, I feel like, where I would probably have closed it, and I held it. And I did have this green, and I just held it. I was like, oh, like I'm gonna wait for the next candle to make a lower high. And so I held it here, and I had it all queued up to market sell, and it went whoom whoom, and I literally clicked market sell right up here, and it did not fill. It sat for probably 3 seconds. It was like jumping around, would not fill me. The fill was like right here, but I basically top ticked this thing as far as the contracts. I think there just wasn't liquidity. E-Trade just wasn't first in line on that one for me. So I can't imagine if I had like 50 or 100 contracts, like the fills would have just probably been all over the place and not very favorable. So I don't know a better way to exit that. If it's better to limit order, I feel like market's probably gonna be my best bet, but with a larger position size, yeah, like trying to sell it in tranches maybe, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, sick candle, huge candle. Like I said, I was trying to get high today. When I saw that, I was definitely out of it. It's a huge, crazy candle. So that was, I was bummed I didn't have that other one I tried to get. I was 93 cents, 1032, sold it at 1034 for $1.58. So I was pumped after that. I was like, yay, I can just chill out. Kind of didn't really look at the charts, wasn't really focusing on anything. Which is kind of to my demise a little bit because I didn't see the P&L, but I knew it was a good one. And so that kind of lets me chill out a bit. So anyways, it just made me miss some trades that is fine. Yeah. So it was nice to see it happen though. So it had a perfect retest here on my purple, which was nice. And then also this gray was actually there and it perfectly was buying up in this gray. So it actually retested that gray twice. Yeah, lots of beautiful opportunities right here and here. I was paying attention for this, but by that point I'm like, I can't get in this now. So didn't trade through here, like I said. I was just, yeah. Yeah, next, let's see, 750. I did open some more trades. I was trying to kind of be done, but I was like, I should stay focused and like kind of keep an eye on it in case if there are more trades. Kind of expecting a bit of a chop. By the time I made this high, and then I kind of missed this move down. I was looking for it. I'm like, this gold is tapering. And I saw it buying this gray, so I'm like, once it breaks this gray, there might be an opportunity. Kind of like traded up along it, and then yeah, actually that's another entry. Wow, I didn't even think about that with the purple. I was thinking more using like it retesting gold for some reason. I wasn't thinking of selling in purple, but that would have been a beautiful entry. I guess it was kind of throwing me off the fact that it was like candling all the way up on my line and not above it or below it. But it's just it's an area. It's not like a perfect line. So, and I don't even know if this gray like means a whole lot, but it definitely looked like it there. But just seeing this purple would have been an easy entry here. Yeah, entry here and entry here for those. Or no, not here, sorry. Well, yeah, another retest on purple. Look at that. Oh, and yeah, kind of this gold too. Yeah, a couple opportunities. Like I said, I was kind of... Yeah, it's kind of the problem with like having a big trade if you just want to... If there's still good trading to do, you got to just not think about it and get back into it. But at the same time, I'm trying to trade less, so I like that feeling. Like I'm accomplished, I'm done. It's a good feeling. Like I don't need to think about stuff. But then I lose. Yeah, then I just the opportunities that I missed that I wish I had caught. But I didn't even actually see this. It's like so clear now. I did see this one though. I'm like, oh, that's too bad. Anyways, I guess once I felt like trading again, I got back in. Yeah, I didn't have like any good trades after that. It kind of sucked. Just gave back stuff. 1208. Yep, shouldn't have been around. I didn't have this. I had this gold though. Broke precision green. I got in right here for calls. Right here, 1208 on this candle. This was also 5-day, I think, was right around there. 12. Let's see. Yeah, so that's like right here. A couple problems which made me a little hesitant to hold it. We were above 5-day. We'd broken this gold though, so that wasn't all that appealing to the downside. But I was fine to hold it. I'm like, this gold I think is the edge of the wedge and a clear support. As you can see, well actually, yeah, you can see it was very choppy, building liquidity here. I almost closed it a couple times. Like it went up, I'm like, yay, and then it came down. I'm like, oh, I need to close this thing. And then it just like built so much liquidity here. I'm like, this seems bearish, but that doesn't mean it can't make a head first. And that's kind of what I was expecting and hoping make a head up on VWAP or purple if it was going to come down. But I don't know. I just thought it was probably kind of risky to hold through this liquidity being built, especially like just how we've seen some crazy candles. It's hard to see in hindsight now, of course, but I was just thinking it's probably too risky to hold. Just keep holding this, and it kind of was breaking the gold. So I was like, maybe my gold's not that good. And we're under the 30-minute. That 30 minutes, I was like, eh. Of course, I could have gotten back in like on a green candle or something, but it was inside a wedge then. And anyways, where'd I buy and sell this thing? 81 cents at 1208. yeah, I held this thing till 12:19. So yeah, when this candle was red, I closed it. It's too bad. It actually could have been a green trade. I just waited too long, I guess. I was trying to hold it for the whole move and it didn't. So, or for a move up, and so I just kind of emotionally sold it, I guess. 81 cents to 74. So didn't need that one because it was a great trade actually. But yeah, I mean, because you don't know how it's gonna hit this. Like it might hit this and just springboard out. You don't know if it's gonna build liquidity like this. So I had my stops, but it wasn't quite like it. Maybe was this blue that I drew later. Then these resistances up here is maybe that. Because if I didn't sell here, I probably would have sold here. Hard to know. Of course, I could have gotten back in like on this green candle once it broke the high of this liquidity right here, like a liquidity exit candle. It's always an option. Although this buying isn't that nice, but anyways, came up to purple. I considered to put here. I don't think I did though. Or no, I did do it, didn't I? 81.74. Yeah, this was actually my good trade. So I got to put right here on that candle. It actually like perfectly lined up with my purple. Somehow I was charting accurately. I got in this put. I got a nice fill on it. It was pretty early on. 12:44. It starts selling on that candle. The next candle comes like, wow, looks good. And then huge green one. I was like, oh man. I almost actually got another one there, but I don't think I did. Let's see. No, I didn't. And then that candle flipped red, which I was happy about. So I'm thinking at this point, I'm hoping it comes down, breaks this, and I was probably gonna sell one at gold. And then if it breaks it, buy another one for move to low of day. So it came down, which was very nice. And then I wasn't planning on selling it early, but it broke the green, which is quite steep. So very well could have just broken here and then come up here and then kept coming down, which happens pretty often. But since it wasn't a wedge, and I was like, you know what, it's breaking this green. We're above 5-day, and I mean, the day still overall I would say is bullish. We gapped up and we've kind of made newer highs, more or less. This is a higher low than here, so we're still kind of in an uptrend, even though it's a very ugly one. And yeah, I got a bad fill because I closed on this green candle, but I closed it on that green candle just like I should get out of this because it broke that precision green. So I did, and it was a nice green trade though. 39 cents to 52. So yeah, really not bad at all for that, just that little one. And then it broke this purple. And I don't think I got in here because I was like, even though I liked it, it was middle of the day. There was not much structure. I was thinking it might not necessarily just be buying up in a steep green. It might be buying up in this gold. So I don't think I got anything there. No. So that was 12.49. I think I didn't buy anything in here. And then I just tried to do other stuff. Put marks at low and high of day. I'm like, if it doesn't test those, I should probably stay out of it. Because this whole day is an inside candle from yesterday even. So zero continuation. Never hit the high. Came down. I'm not really going to look through trades for there. That's fine. I did get a little gambly at the end of the day, I guess. I wanted to make this, it was a pretty good day. I wanted to just make it a great day. And it's the fact that it didn't touch the high or low, I should just stayed out of it, really. 308 and 309, I bought puts. I mean, it's very small potatoes end of day, but it's just, it's stupid. I gave back too much. 308. Yeah, so this was a wedge trade. I was thinking purple's resistance. This is perfect. Little move to VWAP or 5-day safety for end of day. I have purple for my stop. I got in right here. I even got a pretty good fill. I got two of them too, which they're only 17 cents, 15 cents. Sold them for 10 cents though, so it's like it actually adds up quite a bit. And I sold it on this candle right here after it broke the purple. So I was like, that's kind of a bummer. And then I got another one, 13 cents and 12 cents at 3:30. Yeah, this was a little sloppy. So got ahead here. Thought I was grabbing the shoulder on this candle. Also was breaking my gold, which I was kind of waiting for it to do that. But there's probably a flatter algo down here that I'm not seeing. And then I saw that I noticed it was kind of maybe finding support on this purple. Like it broke out of the purple and it's finding support. It's end of day, and this did look like a nice structure to me. That's actually why I took it more on the structure than necessarily my drawings. 13 cents, 12 cents, closed it for 10, so not awful because these are for the other money. Closed it at 332, so close it right here. And then let's see. 13 cents, 12 cents, closed it for 10 and 5. 337 I closed. Oh yeah, I held that. That's right. I just reduced risk and then I held the last one until this candle up here, so that one wasn't as good. Yeah, just these little stupid paper cuts. 9 cents at 349 to 4 cents at 351. This was a call. 349. Yeah, because it broke my gold right there. This gold is the new one I drew. Not great structure, but I thought I broke gold. Yeah, it was a cheap lotto. Sold it there. Just too much trading end of day. I really should have just waited for sure. Well, this structure looked fine, so I'm fine that one failed. That one made sense. This one, yeah, I was kind of trying to force it too much. There they are. Most likely still green today. Yeah, I'm still green today. It's just, I don't know, I gave back. Yeah, gave back some. There they are. There are the trades. So no trades on Webull. I didn't need to. I still had buying power on here, which is good. I'm glad that's the case since it was a very choppy small range day. But the reason I was able to do that is because there weren't trades to take for the most part, and I'd like to say it's just that, but it's probably also because I had that good trade in the morning right here, and that just kind of locked me up, made me feel good about the day. So yeah, but I need to be able to continue to focus even after a good trade like that. To just like keep my head in the game at least till like 11:30 or 12 when it's like not a good time to trade. So I like lost focus, and then once I guess felt like trading again or whatever. Well, it did get to the bottom of the wedge. Yeah, actually this was a good trade. I just didn't have the patience to hold it. I thought it was a little risky, but this was a great spot for calls. Yeah, so I don't really fault myself too much. These trades in here I missed because I lost focus, which this was a nice retest. This break, yeah, I just thought with this big candle here, like we're setting up for a big wedge and big liquidity build. But there's definitely moves in here, and if I feel like I would have probably caught oh yeah, if you notice too, that was another problem. This purple is steeper. I actually changed it to less aggressive once I saw this price action, I think. So that maybe hurt my confidence a little bit. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe there's two different ones. But yeah, calls on the retest there would have been great. And then also that gray, another one here would have been easy. And then puts on that purple, because you saw it tapering from this gold. Using purple for your stops. All nice setups. You got a little head and shoulders in here. With a break of that gold. And I did consider that actually, but I'm like, well, we're still in the wedge. Like this is just a break of one algo in the middle of the wedge. So I'm going to leave it. But I could have had even that move down. I'm happy that I waited until it was the edge of the wedge, at least to me. Yeah, wish I had more patience for it, I guess. Now I'm seeing it hindsight, but I was fine with cutting it, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Sub up, like up, comment down. Have my 6th round. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Oh, well, yeah, I'm not showing P&L because I'm not looking at it. Oh, that's just my trades. That's it. Okay, later.